Hello, everybody, and welcome to the month of September. This is your fearless leaders, Science and Games, and Miss Science and
Miss
Games.
Science and Games.
So, what do we got planned for this month?
So, Masterclass is September 8th. You want to give some more details on that?
Masterclass is the introduction to hormones. So, it's really for anybody. If you're a coach who wants to give your clients a little bit more information and understand what's going on, or if you're someone who has hormonal issues and you've been told that your hormones are fine and you're normal, but you feel otherwise. So, we're going to be going over some of the 5 major hormones like testosterone, estrogen, cortisol, thyroid, and then maybe one other I haven't 100% decided. And then we're going to kind of go over what ranges you should be in, a little bit on how to get there naturally, and then we'll have a Q&A afterwards, along with some products that we use that are estrogen free, that are A1 fitness approved.
Yeah. So, do you have to have some general knowledge of what
As long as
hormones
you can work a computer and log into Zoom, then you'll be perfectly
We're good
fine.
to go. Okay, cool. So that's September 8th, next Thursday, 6:30 p.m. via Zoom. So we are going to also go live on Monday on Instagram just to go over some Q&As that you might have. He's going to go over a couple of things with hormones to kind of give you a little introduction, a mini introduction into what the masterclass is going to look like. So Monday, Instagram live, Q&A, 6:30. And then also Thursday is the big one, the hormones class. So our second thing on the agenda is the San Antonio show. That is September 10th.
NFF Alamo Showdown in San Antonio. I'll be there for prejudging. I'm just going to come and say hi and bye. A lot of friends are competing that I know, and of course I want to support them. I don't have any clients. I'm just there to, support natural bodybuilding in itself. So I'll be there. If you're around the area, come say hi, take a picture, tag me on Instagram, all that good stuff.
Yep. And then we decided to also, along with the monthly emails that we're going to do now via video, is to also give a client spotlight. We're so just blown away by how many great client transformations we've had in since January, even before then. But I mean, since January, it has been such a 9-day difference. Is a lot of client transformation. So this month's transformation is going to be Taylor. You want to give a little bit insight of what Taylor's journey's been on and been going through?
Yeah, so we've always been friends, since high school, and she reached out to me about December, ready to do a show. And she's actually talked about doing a show for like 5 or 6 years before she actually did it. So she finally took the plunge, and we started off with, of course, a deficit, but we also took her hormonal health into consideration, her stress, where it was, stress management. We took diet breaks, we took training breaks. We kind of pushed her as she needed, and we got backed up. So when you go through prep with me, it's not just a push, and throw you into the ground. Now, we're going to throw you into the ground, but we're also going to lift you back up a little bit and make sure that you can function right and that you have the right mindset going in, too. So we did that a few times back and forth, and that's how we got to where we needed to go in a nutshell.
So one of my questions real quick before we move on to the next thing is on the agenda is, since you are going to give a masterclass about hormones, and we talked about Taylor's transformation into contest prep, do you recommend somebody checking their hormones first before they do a contest prep, or just kind of whatever?
It depends. If it's your first time, then maybe not. But if you feel like you've had problems even losing weight in the first place, and then you try to go into a contest prep, well, then it's probably not right for you at the moment. Competing is for anybody, right? But if you're someone who has trouble sleeping, you can't pull off any weight on your own, maybe you've been trying to diet for 4 or 5 years, and then, hey, I want to do this contest prep because a friend of mine did it. It might not be for you at the moment. Now, getting your hormones done correctly, getting the right panel, finding someone who knows how to read it and understand it, yours truly, can help you get past that hump that you need to be at. So I highly recommend that everyone get their blood work done twice a year, and an extensive hormone panel, not just one that your doctor is going to say, hey, everything looks fine. All they test is your TSH, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and that's it, right? Like, there's so much more that goes into it. So a lot of you that are going into the class or even watching this, you've probably had problems in the past, but your doctor said you're fine, but you don't feel fine, right? So, yeah.
Cool. I had a question. I can't remember. I got distracted.
This is what's going on in the 18 household. With 5 kids, there's always someone that needs attention.
Yes. Okay, go. Okay, let's move on. So, let's talk about Live with Science and Gains podcast. It's still going on. We have the podcast streaming on, what was it? Apple Podcasts, Amazon, because Amazon even has a podcast thing. Yeah, and Google. Pretty much all the major platforms. You can find Live with Science and Gains podcast on there. And so, who's going to be on the agenda for this month?
So, releasing next Thursday will be me and Trey Bruffy, and we're going to be going over fat sources, right? I mean, it's so much more than just canola oil, vegetable oil, olive oil. There's so many other types of fat sources that are important to add into your diet. We're going to go into why, what sources we recommend you stay away from or switch out of, and the benefits of each one, because they all have their own micronutrients and benefits.
And this is like new. He's putting it on because most of our clients, when they come to us, they have no idea. Like all they hear is coconut oil, and they're like, I don't like coconut oil. But there's a whole other world of different fat sources, and all of their whole life have been just using vegetable oil. And so it's, and especially coming, a lot of Mexican clients.
Teaser: stop using vegetable oil.
Yeah. So a lot of our clients are Hispanic, and so it's like mind blowing when we say switch it up. They're like, what? No. Well, he'll explain why in the podcast. So Trey only?
We have Trey so far, and we also have a good friend of mine that we meet with every Thursday, Nick Gonzalez. He is a training and movement and pain management specialist. So this Sunday and Monday are going to put a Q&A out. That way when we record, we can have your questions answered, and it's going to be something regarding my specialty with hormones and nutrition, and his specialty with a little bit of nutrition, pain management, exercise.
So when you say pain management, what does that mean? So if you have any questions about when you're squatting, like if something hurts?
If you're squatting, if you walk around, if you wake up and your back hurts, shoulder hurts, knees hurt, there's a reason why it is. It's not just, here, take a pill and feel better. Like, there's a root cause of why it is. And there's so many muscles in the body and so many things that can get tight. The way we sit, hunched over all day, the way we sleep, the way we walk. Like, there's so many things that we're doing now that we're not supposed to. So we'll go over all that.
Okay, cool. So if you have any questions now and you're like, wait, I can relate, my back hurts right now as I'm watching this video, you can leave a comment in the video, and if you're the lucky one to be a comment to go over with y'all's podcast. So, cool. Yep. Okay, so the last thing is what's going on in the A-Team household. What? So,
we are opening up the Alejandro School of Games, which is so don't get excited, we're not teaching any of you, we're homeschooling our children, and by law we have to have a school name. So it is the Alejandro School of Games.
I had no idea. Okay, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but 3 years ago Amber was like eye rolling all the moms in the really cute homeschooling shirts that had their name, and I'm like, you're so extra, like, oh my gosh. Come to find out, you actually need a homeschool name to actually homeschool. So we brainstormed and came up with Alejandro School of Gains because you know what? We're making brain gains. That's why. And our kids are working out too. But I am also getting shirts made. So if you want one, let me know. So then I think, we are also going to do hoodies. So if you want a hoodie, I am going to post the hoodies next week. You can do a reorder of the hoodies that we already have. The one that's honesty, integrity, and power. We're not doing the zip ups. The zip ups are gone. That was one with just our logo on the back of it. So we can do reorders for the hoodies with honesty, integrity, and power. But we're also debuting a new hoodie. It's really cool. I'm not gonna give it away. It's really cool. It's gonna have 3 different colors. Option to choose from. So if you are interested in a hoodie, let me know.
And keep in mind, if you order now, it may be mid-October to November.
It's going to be November.
Just in time for winter.
Yes, it's going to be ready for pickup in November. So our ordering takes about 2 months to get to us. So,
But keep in mind,
sooner
they're
we do it.
very, very high quality.
Yes. So we would rather wait than have something really
Like this shirt, like it's high quality.
have something come out really fast and it's not great. And all of our apparel is for the gym, meaning you're gonna wear it multiple times. You're gonna wash it over and over and over again. So we want to make sure the quality of you from washing it is great. So that was one of the reasons. But that's it. That's all on the agenda for September. Do you want to leave out with an amazing quote that's like right on top of your head?
Sounds cliche, but if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail.